What if I told you that the key to truly living is remembering that one day you will die? It sounds dark, even unsettling, but for centuries, philosophers, emperors, and great thinkers have embraced this idea. They called it Memento Mori, Latin for remember that you must die. But why would anyone want to think about death? Isn't that depressing? Isn't life hard enough without constantly reminding ourselves of our mortality? Here's the paradox. When we truly accept that we will die, we stop wasting time. We stop living on autopilot. We stop postponing the things that matter. Instead of fearing death, we use it as motivation to live fully, to love deeply, and to pursue what truly matters. This is the power of Memento Mori. And today, we're going to explore how thinking about death can make your life more meaningful than ever before. Most people live as if they will never die. We wake up, go through the motions, scroll endlessly on our phones, chase distractions, and assume we have all the time in the world. We tell ourselves, I'll start that project later, I'll travel next year, I'll tell them I love them tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never comes? We avoid thinking about death because it makes us uncomfortable. But this avoidance comes at a cost. It makes us waste time. When you think you have unlimited time, you delay the things that truly matter. The Stoic philosopher Seneca warned against this when he said, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." In other words, we fear small things in life, yet act as if we have eternity ahead of us. We forget that our time is not infinite until it's too late. Memento Mori reminds us, every day is a gift. Every second is slipping away. Use it wisely. Some of the most powerful figures in history embrace their mortality not to be afraid of it, but to live better because of it. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his private journal, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Steve Jobs famously said in a speech, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose." The samurai warriors of Japan would meditate on their own death every morning, so that when the moment of battle arrived, they would not hesitate. These people didn't dwell on death to be miserable. They used death as fuel to take action, to overcome fear, to focus on what truly mattered. When you embrace Memento Mori, you stop wasting your life on things that don't matter. You stop chasing status, money, and validation from people who don't care. You start spending your time wisely on experiences, relationships, and work that fulfills you. There's another paradox of Memento Mori. It doesn't just remind us of death. It makes life more beautiful. Think about it. If you lived forever, would you truly appreciate a sunset? Would you cherish a hug from a loved one? Would you stop to feel the rain on your skin? It's because things are temporary that they become meaningful. The last page of a book makes the story powerful. The final notes of a song make the music beautiful. Life is the same. When you accept that every moment is fleeting, you start to cherish the present. You stop living in the past. You stop waiting for the future. You realize that this moment, right now, is all you truly have. So, how do you actually practice Memento Mori? How do you use it to live better, instead of just thinking about death? Here are 3 ways. Point 1. Remind yourself daily. The Stoics kept physical reminders of death coins, rings, and paintings with the words Memento Mori engraved on them. You can do the same. Write Memento Mori somewhere you'll see it every day. Set a reminder on your phone. Look at an old picture of yourself and realize how fast time is moving. 2. Ask yourself, if I died tomorrow, what would I regret? Imagine this is your last day on earth. What would you wish you had done? Who would you call? What words would you say? Now, do it today. Because one day, it will be too late. 3. Focus on what matters. At the end of life, no one wishes they had worked more hours or bought more things. They wish they had spent more time with the people they loved, that they had followed their passions, that they had lived with less fear. Use Memento Mori as a filter. If something won't matter on your deathbed, it doesn't deserve your time today. If something brings you deep joy or meaning, make time for it now. Every moment wasted is a moment you'll never get back. Most people fear death. They avoid the thought of it. But the truth is, death is not the enemy. The real enemy is not living. Memento Mori isn't about being afraid, it's about being awake. It's about realizing that you have one life and it's happening right now. So the question is, what will you do with it? Will you waste it on distractions, fears, and regrets? Or will you embrace the reality of death and start living fully today? Here's your challenge. Every morning, remind yourself that you will die. Not to scare yourself, but to wake yourself up. Because when you truly understand that life is short, you stop wasting time. You stop waiting for happiness. You stop holding back love. You stop living for someday. And you start living right now. That is the power of Memento Mori. What's one thing you'd do differently if you knew you only had a year left to live? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you want more insights on philosophy, self-improvement, and the art of living well, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, you'll die. But that's what makes life beautiful.